Hey everyone, I'm Keandra,
Hi, and I'm Kim.
and we are Jolie Noire. So we are on our second live for vlogtober. We told you guys that we would be back on every Sunday for this month, and here we are. So we're gonna wait until a couple of people come trickling in, and then we'll get started. Ask everybody where they're from and all of those things, and we'll get started with our first question for the giveaway, and then we'll continue on after that. So just until like other people come in. So we've already sent out our or rather the t-shirts from this past giveaway. And so we're really excited about that, really excited for everybody to get their teas and all of those things because, I mean, everybody wanted to win and, we wanted to give things away. So, yeah, we're super excited about that though. And so, yeah, we'll get started with our first giveaway question when a couple more people come trickling in. But until then, um we've been like just kind of going through like a lot of things, that we'll be like talking about on the next couple of vlogs. Things from like skin conditions to like my under eye situation, um as well as some more like entrepreneurial pointers, things like that. And so we want you guys to let us know like different things that you want, for us to discuss in the vlogs, as well as what we've already, talked about. But or rather what we've already talked about and how we're gonna like put those in the vlog and all those things. So yeah, so where is everybody from? Let us know where you guys are from, where you're watching from, and all of that.
Yeah, and don't forget to like the live and
Yes.
share the live. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. If you, especially if you like what you see, please subscribe. And don't forget to watch our vlogs. We are updating our vlogs and putting out. We try to aim for at least 3 a week for Vlogtober, and hopefully even more. So yeah. So where is everybody watching from?
Yeah, let us know where
Let
you're
us
watching
know.
from. But yeah, so while you guys are letting us know where you're from, so just for those of you who may not know, because we still want to continue to like, let you know who we are and all those things. As we said, I'm Keandra and she's Kim. We're the Lockett sisters of Jolie Noire. And we got our start back in 2018 with our soft launch, and we did a hard launch of 2019. Of course, along with all of that came, different things that we had to deal with and go through. Hey, okay.
Midland, hi Midland, Texas. What is
um,
that? I can't. Shanika? Is that
I think it
Shaniqua?
says Shanique. Yeah, Shaniqua. Okay, hi Shaniqua. Nice to
Yeah.
meet you. But yeah. So dealing with a boatload of things that come along with being an entrepreneur, being a business owner. One of those things was, we had to get to know like who our demographic was, and prior to 2018, we had a brand called the Red Glasses Sisters, and so with that brand, we didn't have any knowledge of any of the things that we needed to do concerning the business and the brand. And still with Jolie Noire, when we started in 2018, we didn't know anything about, like pushing a brand forward then either. And so, long story short, we came into the like knowledge or understanding of like what like how to do print on demand. And so with that, we just continued to, post our photo shoots. We continued to post like a number of things on our pages. And so many people saw what it is that we were doing, and it just flooded the algorithm. So, of course, flooding the algorithm because other people enjoyed what we were doing and they were making like a big fuss or hyping us up, if you will. Target saw us, and so they hit us up, wanted us to join them for their Black History Month initiative that they do every year in 2022. And so we were able, thank you so much for liking. And so we were able to move forward with that. And last year we did the Sam's Club Black History Month initiative. So that whole, both of those partnerships got us to where we are today. Speaking of today, perfect segue. We were featured on the Today Show earlier this year for Black History Month. So like, you know, a lot of people I'm sure would probably like at being sometimes, you know, a lot of people like they kind of say like, you know, being an entrepreneur is hard. And while it truly is hard, it's 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 a bunch of work.
Yes, a lot of
but
moving parts.
yeah, a lot of moving parts. But for us, we love the freedom of doing what we do and not having a 9 to 5. Everybody is not able to do that, and which is understandable and fine. But you know, you just do what you got to do to, you know, to make it and to do well and be successful. And so yeah, that's just a little bit about us. Again, we definitely we don't go into this thinking that everybody knows us, even though you guys have come to our lives. This is a more personable like way of getting to know us getting to know you guys, and we still want to share our story. And so we don't want to like, you know, negate the fact that many of you may not know. And so we wanted to share. So we do have our first giveaway question.
Yeah. So we'll be, for the people who are coming in, hi everybody. Don't forget to let us know where you're watching from. But we are doing our, you ladies are so, oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I'll continue to strive for all that God has. I love y'all. Oh gosh,
Thank
y'all, I
you.
promise I can read. I love y'all. Continue to strive for all that God has for both of you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. That's so sweet. Yeah.
Well, hi, Russia. Hey, Shreveport.
Oh, nice.
Tawana. Okay. Okay, I didn't know you were from Shreveport. Okay, hey. We are Shreveport natives.
Okay, you can stop putting Russia in there.
It might be like a glitch or something.
Oh, okay, because there's a lot of them.
But yeah, so we're gonna do our first giveaway question. Again, thank you guys so much for like showing up and, you know, being a part of this live.
Yeah.
So for the first,
I'm sorry. That's what I was going to. We're going to do the different questions throughout the live because people had to leave early last time. We understand that everybody has to get to work and stuff. We want everybody to have a chance to be able to participate in the giveaway.
Yeah.
And if you won in the giveaway last time, you can definitely participate and play, but we'd like to try to give it to new people so that everybody can have a chance to win.
Yeah. Okay.
Mom is pregnant.
All right. So yeah. So the first question, I know like it's a super basic question. If you were here, and 9 times out of 10, I feel like you guys were here last Sunday, but if you were here, you will know this answer. So, what is our mom's name? What is our mom's name? This is the first question. Yes. Is that Delaney?
Yes.
How do we? Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So oh yeah, that's Delaney. She said Rhonda, and with a O. That's right, Delaney. But because you were a winner last week and your shirt is on its way, girl.
Yes, it is.
We're gonna have to give that to somebody else. Okay. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Just gotta deal with the riffraff that comes in, okay? But yeah, so we're gonna give that away to somebody else. So let's do a second question.
Shaniqua said Rhonda.
Shaniqua said Rhonda?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Shaniqua, it is yours. We're gonna give it to you.
And to let you guys know, you're playing for the Girl with Hat. If you were here the last time, it's the Girl with Hat t-shirt. Sorry, we don't have it to hold it up so that you can see it. But our website is joliexnoire.com. And yes, congratulations. And you can go and view it there if you'd like to see it. But yeah, so congratulations, Shaniqua.
So yeah, if you don't mind, please DM us on Instagram. Do you have an Instagram account? If you have an Instagram account, please DM us there your full name, your address, and the size of the t-shirt as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's question number 1, and we'll, again, we have 2 more questions that we'll ask throughout the live. No social media? Okay.
Email us,
Oh
please,
yeah.
at info@joliexnoire.com, and we'll get it taken care of that way. So, yeah.
Okay, so for like a couple of the topics for today, we're talking like, skin, the beauty within, those types of things. And I know like a lot of people will probably feel like, okay, well this is stuff that, like a bunch of people talk about all the time. I think that you can't get too many messages like this, because still with the way that society is like turning all of the things that they talk about, as it relates to their standard of beauty, we got to talk about what true beauty is and the true standards are. So but yeah, so uh yeah, we're just like really talking about that type of thing. And we were talking about how like skin and all those things, like how we've got to like, of course keep those things up, make sure that your skin and all that is where it needs to be, all that. But like you can't, there aren't too many things that you can do to your skin until like you might have to go and see someone who does skin. What's who? Oh yeah, an
Esthetician or
esthetician, or yeah,
dermatologist. Yeah.
dermatologist. And so, but society will have you believing that you're ugly because you've not done that. You've
Yeah.
not seen an esthetician, or because you have breakouts or whatever, and that is so beyond the truth.
Yeah.
So but yeah.
Yeah, so the reason why, because if you watched our vlogs this week, then I know I talked about, like, I haven't quite determined or figured out if it's psoriasis, eczema, or if it's like an allergic reaction that's within. I do have this, I got Neosporin and this stuff called Blue Star ointment. It's just like an anti-itch cream, and I mix those up together with with CeraVe, because CeraVe is really good for eczema. So that might be like a psoriasis or eczema, that, whatever. But but I mean, I'm not diagnosing myself. I do need to get to like someone who specializes in skin. I do need to go to an ENT, like I said in the video, because I need to find out like if it's an allergy, and then if it's not an allergy, then I can go, they can refer me to like a dermatologist or something like that. But like I was having like, or still am having like red, like welt kind of areas on my skin. And the ointment gets rid of them for a moment. And but they'll come back. So I am looking for
Okay,
someone to go
Tawana.
to.
Thank you.
Oh, what's going on?
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. So, so that it clears up and then it comes back, and it's really itchy. It's really not seen, like you can't really notice it all that well, but it's irritating. Like it's so annoying. And so, like, and if you think, cause it's on my neck. So like Keandra was saying, like fitting in with beauty standards and things like that, and trying to, not gain another insecurity, because we all have our things that
Right.
we are insecure about, and trying to just maintain, and what the Lord made me like, and all of that, and just trying to figure out what how to keep the healthiest skin.
Yeah.
So that's where we are now with it.
Yeah, and and we want you guys to chime in as well. Ask as many questions, give suggestions. Let's
Yeah.
make this like an easy flow conversation, because we want you guys to, talk to us about your I guess not necessarily issues, but just your insecurities or different things that you deal with. And one of mine is my under eyes.
Yeah.
So for like some time now, like since we moved here to Atlanta, I've had some like under eye darkness. And nobody else in my family has it. And so I believe that it's like something that is possibly allergy related. Now I went to see an esthetician, and she was saying that we could possibly do a peel. That we could. She also gave me this vitamin C as well. And so I've been using that for my under eyes, and it's actually going away. Now, one of the things though that has been like a thing for me is not even necessarily the dark under eyes. it's people bringing them up when I'm doing like my skincare videos and stuff like that on Instagram. This one girl, she DMs me. I actually went to school with her when I first moved here. I was at the Art Institute for a couple of years, and she comes to me and she's like, or DMs me rather, and she's like, you have under eye darkness. Uh huh. Yeah, I do. I knew that, and so that is kind of like one of those things that it's you could choose to walk in the fence, and I'm not gonna do that, but at the same time, it's like, you know, I think some people, they feel like they're trying to help, and really they kind of make things worse. It's kind of like, when you're like tucked over in a corner and you're kind of crying, and somebody says, "What's wrong?" Well, you don't want nobody asking you what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because like, whatever the problem is, you don't want people asking you the like what's wrong or whatever. And so I just decided to go ahead and see an esthetician, just to deal with it for myself and to find out, like if there was anything wrong, again with them, because being that I'm gonna be turning 40 next month, I want to make sure that I'm as healthy as I can be. And I mentioned this in our last vlog too. I want to make sure that I'm as healthy as I can be. And like I have many years ahead of me, and I will be married soon. I will have children. Like, so I want to be healthy all the way. But a lot of times you don't catch things until like, maybe somebody is bringing it up or whatever. And so but yeah, I'm grateful though for my esthetician. I'm grateful that she gave me the vitamin E serum, because it's definitely helped. I think though that in our society too, we have like this popcorn microwave like thing, where like we want for things to happen right away, and they don't happen right away. And I've always known and always have read, because I'm into skincare, and I've read where like it takes like typically like 1 to 3 months to see results in like anything that's skincare related. And so, and sometimes like even like a good year in some. And so I don't think that a lot of people understand that, and which it's not for them to understand. But yeah, so, and I just, again, we wanted to bring these things up and talk about these things, because like it's definitely important when people start to like kind of talk about whatever, your insecurities and things like that. You could start to like drag yourself, or you could feel like, okay, am I beautiful? Am I worthy of being looked at, or whatever, and those are not questions that we need to entertain. On the beginning of our intro and on our website, we have the scripture, Lord. Fearfully and wonderfully made. And that's with reason. It goes hand in hand with our brand. Our brand is Jolie Noire, pretty black. So in French, that means pretty black. And we wanted to make sure that, black women, and we're grateful that we're, supported by many races. But we wanted to make sure though that black women were loved on, and that we affirmed black women, because in today's society, we don't have many who affirm us, and so what better way to affirm than with scripture? No, we're not. Than with scripture. And so yeah, we're fearfully and wonderfully made, and we wanted to make sure that you guys knew that with this whole thing. Doesn't matter about scarring, acne, under eye darkness, none of that. None of the superficial topical things matter. It's most definitely, your heart. It's about your heart. It's about how you treat people. Like, how do people feel when they leave you, And are we perfect at that? No, we're not. But at the same time, we're not gonna sit here in this whole like, woe is me, I'm ugly type thing, because like God didn't make he didn't make us ugly. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah, and I think it's important also to note that if we
thank you, we love you too.
Yeah, we love you too. If we it's important to note that if I learned on the internet this saying. I mean, this is something that I've lived by, like, that you just don't always point out things about people, but it says that like if they can't fix it within 30 seconds,
I'm ugly, but
but
no. But see,
no.
this is the thing. So the Lord made you. So it's like you can't look at yourself like you're
That's
ugly.
right.
And
Yeah.
ugly is subjective.
It
Like,
is.
do not let society make you feel like because maybe you have fuller lips or darker skin or whatever that you're ugly, because you're not. And we've not
Right.
seen you at all.
Yeah.
Thank you. And the queen emojis.
But yeah, if you can't change it within 30 seconds, or if they can't change it within 30 seconds, then you shouldn't be mentioning it to them. So that goes for skin conditions, for like if they don't have hair, if they have thinning hair, if they have, if they're overweight, underweight, all these things, like these are things that we shouldn't, people generally know what they're dealing with.
Right. Yeah.
They know what state they're in. It's not helpful.
Yeah.
Yes, some people are fueled, if you will, by negativity, but most people are not fueled by negativity. And what I've seen is that most people who are fueled by negativity, they themselves become the negative thing. Like they're either bitter or, like they turn into the people that, that they were shamed by. Yeah, who abuse them. So that's not very helpful, because it doesn't help you to be better as the person who's, mentioning it, or, wherever you are in that. So I think that's important. While, we take on, like, we're like, okay, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. I'm not going to internalize these things. I'm not going to let these things control me. I'm going to reframe this. Yeah, we can do all of that. That's amazing that we do that, but it's important also to be good people, to try our best to be good people, and not, bring other people down. Don't worry, they're not promoting anything that, some people might be. Look, you got people in all areas of life who are promoting all kinds of things, but the majority of people are not. They don't want to be outside of the standard of what society deems as good. But what we have to realize and remember is that what God calls good is what's good. It's not necessarily the most fit body.
Right.
It's the self-control that you practice. So that might look like you have, you were once out of control, and then now you're getting self-control, but you still don't have that perfect, body. It might look like, you have this skin condition, but you move on forward anyways, because that, he's the one who's, created your life. He's the one who created you. He's your manufacturer. So, you may have something that feels like a defect, but you take it to him, you cast your cares on him, things like that. Those are things that the Lord deems good, faithful to him. He says that in his word that there are two things, the two of the commandments that are the most important: loving him with all your heart and soul, and loving your neighbor. And so when you think about loving your neighbor like you love yourself, most people, because we love to say, well, if you love yourself, you'll take care of yourself. And a lot of people take a lot of time taking care of themselves. And even if you beat up on yourself, you're still very much so focused on
yourself.
You. Mm-hmm. You're not really focused on, when we beat ourselves up, we're not focusing on other people. So we focus a lot on ourselves. So that's what we should do with other people. We should focus on you, but instead of beating them up, we should, seek to do well, and to not do harm to them, and to consider them in their interests. And if there's something that we feel like we could lend to in their lives, be that inspiration. And people normally pick up on stuff like that. Yeah. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've been around my friends who eat better than I do, and I've been inspired without them saying anything to eat different, So it's okay. We don't have to always say everything that comes to our mind. And so I think that's especially, that's like, we hear a lot on the weight side, but we don't hear enough on like other issues, or what we deem as issues. I was looking at the other day on Threads, this girl, she said that no one talks about, I'm trying to think of how she said it, nobody talks about the or no, she didn't say nobody talks about, she said that being called skinny is the same as being called fat. So like, she hates being called skinny, which I can understand because I've heard people use the word skinny and it was a derogatory
negative,
term.
yeah.
Now, for people who are overweight, they a lot of people, I don't want to be skinny, so I can't even, I understand and hear, you know, the thought that they have, but there are other heavy set people who are like, well, I don't, you know, I want to be skinny, I wish I was skinny, and so, you know, they're like, well, how is that possible, you know? But I think that it's important to note that people who are deemed skinny can have a struggle and a problem. People who are, you know, heavy can have a problem. And both of those problems are equal. They're valid problems. I can't say equal because everybody experiences it different. Even within being heavy, we experience that differently. If you have a certain body type, you experience it differently. People treat you differently based on that. And so I think that, you know, that's why it's very important to not comment. It takes nothing. No, it actually, this internet is proving it takes everything to, what are y'all talking about? We're talking about being confident in yourself and who God made you, and as it pertains to insecurities. And so, yeah, but it takes everything, is what this internet is showing, that you know, to restrain yourself. That is a certain type of self-control that people overlook a lot, which is to not say everything that comes to your mind.
Right.
And especially when you're typing it, if you're typing what comes to your mind, you have to remember, we're talking right now, but if I'm typing it, I have time to think it over.
Right.
So you have time to stop. Like, there's a window of opportunity for you to actually stop.
And 9 times out of 10,
you thought that through.
Yeah, you thought that through. You thought, okay, this might be offensive.
Yeah.
You thought this might hurt that person's feelings, but
Yeah.
yet you still proceeded to type it in because, you know,
you just wanted
yeah,
to.
you just wanted
or
to.
even if you didn't think that it was, you know, something that was an issue for you, but once someone highlights that it's an issue, you continue to double down. That's also not helpful.
And these are things that are not helpful. So Dee, this is what we're talking about too. These are things that are not helpful to people's self-esteem. It's not like to make things aware or make them aware of, like, you know, and I mentioned earlier about how someone mentioned to me when I was doing skincare on my Instagram that I had under eye darkness. Well, it's like you're mentioning the obvious. And when you think about it, are you mentioning the obvious because you want to poke fun? Or is it that you're truly like concerned? And 9 times out of 10, you're not concerned. Or you don't have to be concerned because that person is already aware of those things. And that type of stuff doesn't help. It doesn't do anything to, you know, to help the person, you know. That's why Kim was also mentioning too about like being around her friends and seeing them eat, you know, like seeing their patterns and, you know, patternizing whatever it is that she does after them. A lot of times they're very inspirational in that way, you know. So people don't need, you know, folks coming on their posts and that type of thing and saying, oh, you're this and you're that, when, you know, that doesn't help.
They already
anything.
know.
Yeah, they already know.
Yeah. But yeah, we were talking initially about how, you know, we should see ourselves as the Lord sees us, fearfully, wonderfully made. And, you know, so now we're talking about the flip side.
How are you doing today, Black Mama?
I'm doing well, thank you. So now we're talking about the side of not being the people who are, you know, who inflict, you know, pain, if you will, mental duress.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a hard, like, I mean,
That
it
is-
does,
yeah,
but
that's-
it is a little duress. I'm not gonna lie. For some people it is. But who are, you know, critical of people. And so we're saying, you know, let's not be those people. Let's be the people who, you know, generally leave people alone, and then, you know, only deal with people, like, there are people within our circles who are inspired by us or who need what we have. And the world, I mean, most people have that in their lives. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess it would be kind of a conclusion because we're about to, but we'll probably pick back up there. But we're about to go into our giveaway question.
Our second giveaway question.
Okay.
So if you guys are not, so for people who are coming in or who were not at the live last time, we are Keandra and Kim of Jolie Noire. Jolie Noire is an essential wear brand. We have unisex pieces, and we're playing games that you can win a piece. So like if you've never heard of us, if you've heard of us before, but then you never shopped with us, then this is a great opportunity to play along and see if you can win a piece. We are giving away our Girl with Hat tee. And so we've already had one winner, Shaniqua. She was our first winner of the night, and we have two other opportunities, and we're about to go into another one. And so it's just easy trivia questions. We try to make them as easy as possible. Earlier, Keandra kind of gave a recap of how we were in Target and Sam's Club, Target 2022, Sam's Club 2023, and then for Black History Month, and how we did our soft launch in 2018, and then we did our hard launch in 2019. So she did a little recap, and I'm just trying to give you guys like a little Cliff's Notes version, just in case we ask any of these questions for any new people who've come on since we gave all that. So yeah.
Okay. So the next question then for the giveaway. Let's see. Okay. So the next question is we're sisters.
Yeah.
The next question is who was the first person to purchase from our line? If you were on last Sunday's live, then of course you're gonna know this. And if you don't, we'll like kind of give you a little hint because we want to give away.
What if
merch.
they don't know her though?
Oh, I'm sure these people know her. Okay. Either way, we're gonna make it basic and easy. Who was the first person to purchase from us? She's a gospel artist.
Oh, that's so vague.
It's vague.
But let's see if someone remembers. And if you won last time, then you can participate and play. But we just ask that you allow the person after, like if you get it first, let them win because you already won. That's a toughie. It is, isn't it? Like,
Okay, give me another.
So, okay. What year did we do our hard launch?
This is how much we really want to give our merch away out of the kindness of our hearts.
We have to make it fair for everybody.
Yes, we
for
do.
most
Okay.
people at least.
I
just gave our recap.
Yes, Melvin.
No, it's 20. I said hard launch.
You said hard launch?
Yes, it's hard launch.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And that is for Mrs. Rondi Brown.
Okay, you were listening.
Look. It was 2019. So we did our soft launch in 2018. Our soft launch, we only sold 20 t-shirts or sweatshirts in 2018.
And Jacqueline Carr was the first person to purchase from us.
Customer. And I don't know if any of you listen to gospel music. A lot of you probably do. Yes, congratulations, Mrs. Rondi Brown. I already won, but I just wanted to answer. Nikia. And your shirt is on the way too. So Mrs. Rondi Brown, if you have Instagram, please go over to Instagram, Jolie X Noire Apparel. I'm going to put it in the thing. I'm Key Selects Life, so I'm going to put it in there for you. If you don't have Instagram, then I'm also going to add our email address, and where you're going to send is your full name, your mailing address,
thank you, Melvin,
and the size that you'd like in our Girl with Hat. If you want to take a look at it, I'm going to put our website on there as well, just in case you've not seen it. So that's what I'm doing now.
Yeah. So again, for those of you who were here on last Sunday and you won, your t-shirts are on the way. And we're just really excited to give away this merch, y'all, because I mean, y'all know I just be itching to give away something. We already told y'all last week. And if you've ever been on any of our lives on our social media, then I'll be ready to give away merch and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so again, we always want to kind of trickle in our whole branding, how we got here, entrepreneurial efforts, all those things. Again, it's good for the questions, so you might want to stick around so you'll have answers for the questions that we're going to ask, because they're going to always be questions, about us. Um, but yeah, so again, we started in, and if you guys are wanting to start your own brand, your own business, like I think that it's beneficial to like listen to what it is that we're sharing, because while we in the beginning we had no knowledge, had we known the things that we do know now, it would have been a breeze for us to start and to push forward. And so thank you guys, all of you, for being here and
Yeah, thank
participating and
you.
being a part of the live. But hopefully we can, answer any questions that you may have if you're wanting to, go into the entrepreneurial space. And also, like, do y'all have any questions right now? You might have
Yeah.
some
If you have
questions
questions, feel free to throw them in the
in the comments. Yeah.
comments chat. I don't know, but and we'll answer them as we see them come through. We want it to be as conversational as possible.
Yeah.
So if you guys have any amens or any stories of your own about your own like skincare, like whatever the situation, whatever we're talking about, feel free to throw that in the chat. And just like last time, we had so much fun last time, so we
Yeah.
love that. We love to talk back to you guys. So
Yeah. So but yeah, so we were featured in Target stores, and one of the hardest parts about being in Target was like dealing with customers who came from them over to our side, who
Yeah.
followed us, and who, like they were used to Target's policies and all those kinds of things. And so like it really kind of grew us up though, like really fast, because while we want for people to, walk away happy, we still want to make sure that customer care and all those things on our end, on our side, like it's good for both parties.
Right.
And so we had to, grow up and learn things like really quickly though.
Yeah.
And so but yeah, it was like just kind of interesting and kind of hard, dealing with newer customers. And at that time, I think we only had like 10,000 followers on Instagram. I
Ooh, I
think,
don't remember.
or maybe just under 10,000. But like our account, our Instagram account started growing and all those things. And, it got like a bit confusing, all that kind of stuff. But again, that really it grew us up and helped us with our customer care. We always get A's across the board with our customer care. And that's not to brag. What I'm sharing with you guys though is that it took learning and growing and being considerate of the people who purchase from us.
Yeah.
A lot of people, because we're consumers too, we get it. Like a lot of people will purchase from a brand and their customer care is, kind of rude, or, they don't like, they're not helpful. And so we want to make sure that we're helpful and not rude. And a lot of people are always saying, you got, even if they have, because like we're not perfect, we have things that go out because we don't do our own printing. We have a printing company, things that are sent out. And I mean, people, they email us and they're disgruntled. They're not happy customers, but when they're done, they're like, oh, thank you so much. And that's really important. So, as a tip or a pointer, if you are getting into the entrepreneurial space, we think that it's very important to, have A1 customer care. For sure. Because people, they want to know, like, if I'm going to purchase from you, if you have your policy, if you have all these things that, I can, or rather that I cannot do as a customer, like I'm already on edge. I don't know you, you know what I'm saying? And so, they want to make sure that they have a great experience all the way around, all across the board. And we want to make sure that we give that. So that's a tip. Like, make sure that you're giving A1 customer service to, your customers.
Yeah, and give yourself a little bit of grace because things happen.
Yeah.
It's not that customers don't care that things happen. We understand that no system is perfect. We understand that people are not perfect. So it's important to remember that it's not that something happened, it's how you handle it and how you take care of it that matters the most.
Right.
And that's what creates brand loyalty. So Shaniqua, she said, the bobs are so amazing. Do y'all wrap your hair at night, like with the beehive wrap? So I've not heard the beehive wrap. I'm interested in finding out what that is. Well, both of us actually, we tie our hair down with a scarf. It's called, the brand that we have, I think it's called Stay On Satin. And it's supposed to not slip off. I sleep so wild, it slips off no matter what. Sometimes I'm successful and I have a good night, but most times it slips off. So I also have as a backup, I have silk pillowcases, and no, I cannot see that. I'm sorry.
Coran, keep going.
Oh, and so yeah, so that's how we tie our hair up. Actually, somebody asked me on my Instagram if I could do a hair maintenance reel, and so I am gonna do that. I'm gonna do a hair maintenance reel. So if you want to check that out, I'm Keys to Lux Life over there. I'll probably put it over here too on shorts, so that people can see, because that's a question that we get a lot: is how do we maintain our bobs? This is my first go around at an actual haircut. Back in high school, well, actually back when I was a kid, our mom put a relaxer on our hair, and I have fine hair and I don't have very dense hair. And so relaxers break my hair so bad. We've gone to hairstylists and everything, and that's just not, we had a Jerry curl, like we had so much, we've done.
We had a Wave Nouveau.
Wave Nouveau, yeah, that's right.
There's a difference.
I don't remember the difference, but we had the juice, okay? The juices and berries, okay? And so, and that was an attempt to try to, put moisture in our hair and all of that. And so yeah, my hair has just never done well with those kinds of chemicals. I can color my hair. Well, I can color my hair black. I cannot lift, if I lift my hair, I probably would have, I've never done it on virgin hair. So I'm interested in knowing if I can do this pretty blonde, blonde. I want to do a blonde hair color, and I want to do it on my bob. So I got to see what the strength of my hair looks like. But that's what I want to do. But chemicals really break my hair bad. And so so my first haircut was last year, and that's when I got the bob, and I've just been going shorter and shorter, it seems. And so I'm new rather, because Keandra's had a bob before. I'm new to maintaining this kind of hair. And so people have had questions like, well, what are you doing this summer? So now I know what I've done in the summer. I thought I would go into braids, but I just like the bob. Yeah. And so this summer wasn't bad. But then also when I work out, I'll just pull it back and put a headband on and just let it do whatever it's gonna do. So how you guys see me on the vlogs, most of the time, if we're not dressed up or dressed nice or something, that's how I'm wearing my hair during the week. And it's something that makes me look presentable, but it's it's letting the hair, because our hair is going to revert when moisture gets to it, and that's just the way that it is.
We're natural girls.
We're natural, and you just have to embrace parts of it. So
right.
There's so much that we do have to embrace about our routines, and so that's one thing that I've embraced.
And speaking of the next vlog, or rather a vlog, the next one drops tonight. We were going to upload it before this live, or rather at 7 o'clock we were going to upload it, but we just kind of got behind. Mm-hmm. So we will be uploading it probably at 9 o'clock tonight. So you guys come back to the channel and watch the vlog.
Yeah, turn on your notifications. So just in case it doesn't go out at 9, on the dot, then you'll get a notification for when it does.
Yeah. So should we do another giveaway question, or should we go into something else? Or
let's do another giveaway question.
Okay.
So Keandra mentioned, I don't know, so you guys, I don't know if you were listening or not to Keandra's Target story and to our social media account. So we're Jolie Noire Apparel on Instagram. And so at that time, we had a certain amount of followers that she thought that we had. So how many followers did we have when we first did our partnership with Target? If you were listening.
Yeah, if you were
You
listening.
had to have been listening.
I hope y'all were listening. Because then that means y'all just sitting here looking at us like.
Right, and they're a little tougher, but see, you gotta listen.
Just guess a number.
Just guess something. There are some wrong answers, but still, we'll help you.
Yeah,
get
we'll
there.
help you
And if
guys.
that's too hard of a question, let us know, and we'll figure out another one.
So again, she's asking. Yes, Angela, and your shirt is on the way. Two. That's hilarious. Charlene, that is funny.
You know what, Charlene? You're not 100% wrong, because we did have at least 2 followers at that time, but that's not the amount. But yeah, Angela, your shirt is on the way. So,
Well, let's ask another question.
Yeah, we can ask another question. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for playing. So yeah, you can go.
Okay, so let's see. Oh gosh. Okay, let's just ask I
Thank
subscribed.
you. Thank you so much.
Okay, well, Charlene, look here now, because you played. You guessed so wrong, but
technically it was like a right answer in there. It's like
right in the 10,000 there were 2 people. So Charlene, we're gonna give you the shirt, girl. You won, girl. You won. I'm telling you, like, we do not have a problem with giving things away. You guys support us. You subscribe. Like, that's the least any influencer or brand, whoever, that's the least that we could do, is to give you guys free product, be there for y'all, follow your accounts as well. We followed, I think, 5 or 6 people from our last live on Instagram on last Sunday. We're following back. So if you want us to follow your account, let us know, and we're following back.
Thank you, Norma.
Thank you, Norma. We want to show you guys love, and we want to start that. Like,
can you please DoorDash me something to eat? Oh, well, now we can give you a shirt.
Yeah, we can give you a shirt.
And you won this shirt. So if you could please go to our Instagram.
Okay, Miss Rondi.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we'll follow you back on IG, and subscribe to you on your YouTube channel. Yeah. So, are you active? Yeah, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
No worries. So Charlene, if you could go to at Jolie Noire Apparel. You don't have an IG. Okay, that's fine. If you could email us your name, your full name, your mailing address, and your t-shirt size to info@joliexnoire.com. I didn't see it in the comments or in the chat, so I don't know if it worked or not. I'm gonna try to put it back in there again.
You're active? Okay.
Oh, nice.
All right. Well, we're gonna subscribe to you.
So
Mrs.
yeah.
Rondi.
So Charlene, if you could email us that information so that we can get your shirt out to you. I don't know how to. Oh.
Okay.
I'm sorry. We don't have any other.
Yeah, we don't have any other way.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can DM here.
Yeah, are you able
That's
to DM?
new.
Or do you guys DM on?
Yeah,
on here?
Are you able to message people on here?
I'm not sure. YouTube has changed so much. But yeah, so 61 years old.
Aww.
I can't text in YouTube. Oh, okay. Okay, well, I'm sorry, Miss Charlene.
Well, maybe do you have someone that can help you?
Yeah, maybe if you have someone.
If someone can help you to email it or send it to us through Instagram, let us know what your name is.
Yeah.
Please do, so that we can get you your prize. Otherwise, I'm sorry, we don't have a way.
Hi, Tanya.
Hi,
I'm sorry, Lord.
Thank you for showing up. No, I'm sorry. Good grief, Lord.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Okay, well. All right, well, could you say happy birthday to my son? His name is,
Igma?
No, I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. Okay. We can be so awkward at times. We bind the hand of the enemy now in Jesus' name. But yeah, so okay, great. All right. So yeah, so We asked the question. You guys, if you have any questions for us,
Yeah.
please, ask away. We're here to help. We're here to offer any type of advice. And yeah, we don't have a problem with, yielding our knowledge to you guys at all, Um, we're doing
We're doing
good.
well, thank you. We hope
Yeah.
the same for you.
Yeah. Don't know how to say your son's name, but happy birthday. So but yeah, so I'll text my address.
Where'd you
Where'd
send
you send it to? Did we want to play the last? I guess like at 8 o'clock, the last one at 8.
Yeah, we can do the last one.
Okay, so we'll do, for those of you who are jumping on, we just finished with one of the giveaway questions. And so we're going to ask that last one at 8 o'clock we when we decide to log off. But yeah, so just continuing with like the whole conversation concerning like our branding and things like that. So after Target, can one of okay, all right. So yeah, so after the Target situation, we were like, approached by Sam's Club as well. So when they approached us, we, had this whole situation, same thing with customers and things like that. But we just continued to grow,
We love you too.
We love you too. Continue to grow, and just things just went continuously for us, like in an upward fashion, which was really good, because when you get into being an entrepreneur, a lot of people say that it's like you got 5 years, the first 5 years, to really like push forward, do well, and to soar.
Yeah.
And basically it took us like 2 or 3 years to be in 2 of the top retailers. And so it was just really by the grace of God.
So no, Shaniqua, our brand isn't
Norma.
still,
I'm sorry.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
2 questions. It's not still in Sam's Club. I think though some of the like online inventory might be on Walmart.com. If you type in Jolie Noire, whatever is left there, I think, well, that was last year that I saw it, but it might be there. I don't know if it's still at Walmart either. But yeah, it was just a limited partnership
For Black History
for
Month.
Black History Month, like just like the Target one. So hopefully we can have other partnerships. We loved having those partnerships. They were really fun. It's just super exciting and interesting to go through the design process and to update things and even try to advocate for, like our sizes and stuff like that. I like that. Like I like doing stuff like that. Because that's important to me, to offer a wide size range. So yeah, that was a really fun ride. And then Norma, you said, have we thought about doing a t-shirt collection with Black women icons like Dorothy Dandridge, Lena Horne, and Sade? So we would love to, incorporate like different people. But you have to license the image of a person. And, a lot of times people won't even license you, allow you to do that. So there's a lot of legal stuff that goes in there. So a lot of people who have, I don't know the business of other businesses, but a lot of times those people haven't cleared the use of someone else. And so we don't do that. We could do a Lena Horne inspired or a Dorothy Dandridge inspired, something like that. But to answer your question in that way, no, we've not thought of that. We love Sade. We grew up on Sade's music. And so, yeah, that's really cool. We do have a shirt. It's called the Photograph sweatshirt. And like, she gives that kind of Sade vibe.
Yeah, she gives that
to
vibe.
me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Tanya Child said, not hopefully, we are going to claim it. It's coming down the line
Amen.
soon.
Amen. That's right.
But that's so funny though that you say that, because yes, we are Christians, and it's amazing though that you say that, Tanya, because we have had to fix our words, if you will, you know, because the fact that we even got the whole Target situation is amazing.
Yeah.
All
on its own.
All on its own.
Because that actually, the funny thing about that is the Lord was like, I'm going to show y'all. You're not going to limit me. Because in 2019, when we did our hard launch, we were talking to our mom. We were watching this, I can't remember what her brand.
She's a counselor. It's a habit.
Oh, yeah. We were watching a young lady who got her product in Target, and our mom was like, so sometimes I call our mom to everybody. So I'm sorry. But our mom was asking if we could.
Yes, they came to us.
Yeah. So if we could, you know, get in Target. And I was like, well, I don't know, Mom. We would have to do a lot of research and, you know, figure out how to pitch and all of that, because we didn't, you know, it's like, because I know that Target, because we shop Target. So, like, the way that you guys see us in Target, that's true to us. Like, we've always loved Target. And so, so I knew that Target had their own brands, and then they had like Champion at the time. And I think they did Levi. And yeah, they did Levi. And they still have Levi. But I was like, I don't know. And like, we weren't like an Isaac Mizrahi or a Parenza Scholler or, you know, like a major designer. And so I was like, I don't know if they have space on their floor for us or anything like that. Didn't know anything about the Black History, the Beyond Black initiative that they've been doing for like the past 8 years. Or now 10 years. And so Keandra was like, we're not going to get in there. Like we were really negative, like, right. And so, and you know, all the events happened 2020. So that was 2019. So 2020 happened, 2021 happened, not to mention that we were, you know, kind of facing our virtual doors being closed for a moment because we didn't know, you know, for the pandemic, all of that happened. And you know, the buyer, the multicultural buyer for Target at the time, she reached out to us. Funny enough, after that, she got, you know, her position changed, or she just, you know, kind of transferred out of the company altogether. So like we had that moment. So that was a God moment, and we definitely give credit to the Lord for that, because we couldn't have manufactured that ourselves if we didn't even know to. We didn't even, you know, so the fact that you even said that, Tanya, it suggests a lot. Like, we definitely had to change our words. Yeah. And it's kind of like the Lord said, listen, let me make you change your words, because what you're not going to do is limit me. Yeah. Okay. He showed himself strong on that, for sure. Yeah, he did. Yeah, because from that Target opportunity came so much, and we're so grateful for that. So yeah. Okay, well, it's 7:59. We said that we would be here for an hour, and we do have one more giveaway question. Okay. So we do have one more giveaway question. And out of the things that we have discussed today, so let's see. I hope you guys were listening, because we are definitely going to. You're so welcome. Yeah, we're definitely going to ask a question from one of those things. Okay, so let's see. Who was the first gospel artist to purchase from our brand? The Lord will come out of the cut all the time and show. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. And to show that his hand is on you. Are you ready? Yes, you were listening. Yes, you were listening. Okay, but we got to do it again because. Okay, so let's see. Let's do another. So, well, let's do a true or false. Okay. So, good. True or false? Target reached out to us for the limited partnership. True or false? Target reached out to Jolie Noire to do the limited partnership. True. Yes. That's right, Keena.
You won.
Yeah, everybody congratulate Keena. Congratulate all of our winners. Thank you guys so much for playing along with us and for being a part of our live. So Keena, if you have Instagram, please head over to Instagram. Our Instagram is Jolie Noire Apparel. And DM us please with your full name, your mailing address, and the size you're playing for. You guys are playing for Girl with Hat 2. And so if you don't know what that looks like, joliexnoir.com is our website. I know this is a lot. We'll put it in the description as well so that you guys can know what to do. And so, yes, so please inbox us on Instagram, Jolie Noire Apparel. If you don't have Instagram, please email us that information at info@joliexnoir.com. If that's a lot, then you can always go to our website, joliexnoir.com, fill out the contact form, and send it to us that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody who won, do you need a recap on like what to send or anything like that? We want you to be able to. It went so smoothly last time, and so it should go smoothly this time as well. I'm sure you guys don't have a problem. Yeah, no, thank you for playing along, Keena. We just want you guys to get your winning. Winnings. So yeah. So do we have any questions? Any questions?
Yeah. Do you have any questions for us?
Name, address, and size. That's right. Awesome.
Hey,
thank you so much.
Thank you, Shaniqua.
Yes, many blessings to you all. And if your handle on Instagram is different than your name here, please let us know that so that we can know that you're who you are. What was for dinner?
We had pizza from Eat Italiano. Actually, it's going to be in the next vlog that we drop tonight at 9:00. Mm-hmm. So, you guys are going to get to see what we ate tonight. That pizza was really good.
At first, we thought to ask you guys what we were eating for dinner, but we realized we're like, wait.
Oh yeah.
Dinner will be past.
Yeah. Like we're trying to get used to talking to y'all in the vlogs as though you're there, even though you're not.
I do appreciate y'all. You can talk.
Oh no, I like reading.
Oh, I took a break from social tonight. Yeah. Have native speak creators come back to this platform. Yeah. Wow. This is fun. Thank you for showing up and being a part. We appreciate all of y'all because YouTube is a beast of its own. Social media is a beast of its own. Like there's so much learning. And I don't know when you came, when you came to know us. It could have been today, yesterday. I don't know. But Keandra and I have been on YouTube. We have had a YouTube channel ever since 2012. And we started our channel in 2012, and this is our third attempt at doing it. So we've, given it some, go, and then we stopped. Then we give it some go, I think it was around 2018, 2019. Mm-hmm. And then we, pulled back. And then we tried to kind of keep it going during, the top of the pandemic. But then here we are again to stay.
Yeah, a lot of people have been saying that.
Yes, we will
don't
not stop.
And I was just about to say, a lot of people have been saying it's time for creatives and just regular people. We're regular people, y'all. Regular people to just get on YouTube and just be yourselves and be like a light. Number one for Jesus. If you're a Christian, be a light for the Lord. And also may your page be a positive page to inspire people and to push people forward. That's what's needed today. Yeah. There's so much unrest and so many things going on right now. People need positivity, and not just positivity. They need the Lord. And so if we can offer that, then we definitely want to do that. So, we're just glad that you guys are inspired by the brand. Last week we had, many of you to tell us that you're happy that we're, sharing, our faith even, because a lot of people don't do that. But, we're just grateful to God. So we're definitely going to share all the things. Yeah. All the things.
Tanya said, keep doing what you're doing. I will be there watching. Thank you, Tanya. And
She's
the t-shirts,
been faithful.
Yes. The t-shirts, you're invited to the table. I hope I said the right. The ladies love the aesthetic. Yeah, we love that one. That's one of our, that's one of I think both of our personal favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Girl with Hat is like my number one favorite. But You're Invited, I like that one because it includes everybody.
Yeah.
Because, with how we're like such a society of you can't sit with us, well, like we create our own tables.
Mm-hmm.
As Black women or in Black people, period, we're used to creating our own tables.
Yeah.
And so we invite each other to our tables.
Right. We're inviting y'all to our
Yeah.
table.
Sit down, eat with us.
I'm happy about the brand, and I love both of
thank
your
you.
styles. I'm trying to copy some of y'all outfits.
Yeah,
That's what it's here
that's
for.
what it's for.
Yes.
Yep, that's what it's absolutely. One of our lives, we have to do a a style like question and answer. So like get all of your questions together. Even like if you want to shoot them to us through Instagram or even in some of the comments, stuff like that, we can gather up all of those questions and talk about style. I do wardrobe styling. I kind of set that to the side to focus on Jolie Noire. But I've done it, and so I'm a shopper, okay? Like I know some things. And I used to work in retail. I learned a lot from customers. I'm not going to tell you what kind of customers I learned a lot from, but I learned a lot from customers. And so I know some good things. So yeah. So I love that you guys love our outfits too. That's fun. It's something that's super fun for us to put together and to express. It's like we do it anyway, so it's like why not just turn on the camera and go.
Right. And especially since we've lost the weight that we have lost. We're still steady on our journey, you guys, but losing weight and getting to whatever size, it'd be so good because, girl, you can get into the little cute clothes.
Well, I mean, because that's one of my motivators, or that's like my main motivator, is to wear.
And can I say
clothes.
Thank you for modeling how to be a proper lady, not bougie. Right, yeah. But how you just carry yourselves, etc. Thank you, Tanya.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we don't
That's
believe
sweet.
in
I
the
like
whole
that.
like being bougie and all that. Be classy, you know. And there's nothing wrong with having class and having a standard. You know. But seeing yourself as here and people down here, like that's not a way to view people.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. So yeah, these are I like this. I like the conversation. Not enough of that. No, not enough. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of people are high-minded, but we have to remember, as Christians, we are commissioned to not be prideful and to consider other people.
Yeah.
And if you are high-minded, you're not considering other people. The Lord has really taken us through a refining period. And while we've always been people, like we've always said, I'm going to comment back to everybody. I don't care how many comments, Lord knows. I don't know how many comments for my birthday on my birthday post on Instagram. And I was like, I am commenting back to everybody. Because and at some point I know that's not going to be very realistic, but we try our best to do that because, you don't have to say anything. You don't have
y'all
to
don't have to say anything to us.
Yeah, you don't have to say anything to us. And so we try our best to respond back. If we miss something, it is truly because we missed it. But yeah, so we try to keep ourselves, humble. Like I really, it's hard to say that because like, how humble are you if you say that you're humble?
Well, no, because the Bible talks about humbling yourselves under the mighty hand of God. Yeah. Meaning like we take on his ways. So if God is kind, we're kind. Yeah. If God is at peace with or rather says for us to be at peace with our brothers, again, that's his way. We want to do what he says. That's right. So like I totally understand what you're saying, but like from a world's view or a world standpoint as it relates to being humble, so that can come off as fake modesty.
No, thank you so much, Tanya.
What she said, girl?
She said there are 16 watching. Thumbs up the video because it should be 16 likes.
Thank you.
Not because, but so it should be like because.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. We appreciate you guys.
Y'all are so supportive.
Y'all are. I do. And obviously, like it might be like an oversight, or it might be like I'm sitting. I think a lot of people too, because like a lot of folks are like, I'm not too trusting of influencers right now. I'm not too trusting of of these people out here because a lot of people just want money. They just want attention. They don't really want to be there for people and like really support back. You know what I'm saying? Like that is something too that we want to do, which is why we followed a good, whoever said last Sunday, oh yes, please follow me back. We were asking who wants us to follow back, even on here for subs. We want to sub
Yeah.
back because you guys support us. I like nobody wants to like give you all their money and all their time and attention all for you to just slap them in the face. Like,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no, no, no.
Yeah, because people are still people. You have to realize just because you can't see them or feel them, it's still very real. Like you're still actually looking at people and talking to them. Like you're looking at us in real time.
Yeah.
And even in recordings, like you're still, you're supporting and you're putting your efforts. These are little small businesses. So I think if everybody looked at it like this, if your favorite business just went and ghosted you or did not give you anything, like they didn't engage with you, they're not creating brand loyalty with you. They're not creating something for you to want to be loyal to.
Right.
And so I think that's what a lot of influencers need to look at, because while you are making money, me personally, I do not have a problem with a person wanting to make money, being motivated by making money. A lot of this stuff is life changing.
That's why people go to school.
Right. That's why you go to school.
Money.
But I do not think, and I just, stand very firmly on the fact that you shouldn't treat people as valueless, because people do not lose value just because you need $1.
Right.
You should, because you need $1,
you need to be nice.
You need to go through some training.
No.
If you don't have it, you got to get it. You're asking people to do something for you. Go ahead.
We're supporters too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm a gospel artist, and so again, like Kim mentioned, we always try to, like talk back to people, comment back to people as best as we can, because this type of stuff, like people, they want this. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to know, like, are you down for me? Like I'm down for you.
Right. It's
like,
got to be reciprocal.
Yeah, it's time out for people just being super fans and the celebrity or influencer or whoever just treat them like they nothing.
Right.
So, and Tanya, thank you so much, because you have definitely been with us. I am a person that hits the hands. You have definitely been with us. I remember seeing and because your picture reminds me of somebody that we know. And so I remember seeing you on, I think either the first or second vlog that we released in December. So like when I said earlier that you are like faithful, you've been there, you really have. So thank you so much. And it's some others of you as well, and some newcomers. Like again, we just thank all of y'all, like for real.
Yeah, and as we get familiar with a lot of your names, like we're gonna remember, and so we'll be able to say like, oh yeah, like, and we laugh at like a lot of the comments, like if it's funny, we are really laughing out loud.
And we're saying y'all's names like, oh such and such, oh she's hilarious.
Like
so
we know y'all.
Yeah, because and y'all are our foundation. Please know that. Yeah. Like you're needed.
And Keena, I'm sorry that because like you said that. I think it's if I understand correctly, you said that it's the mistreatment or the ignoring, I guess. I think that's probably around where you commented that. So I know that a lot of people have shared that sentiment that they, have kind of given up on supporting social media. I don't know if you have, if you're active on your social media, or if you have like YouTube or anything like that, and that's where you fell back from, or you fell back because everybody's not wanting to be in the creator space. But I think that the reciprocity that people who are supporters or who watch the entertainment or the education, the part
lack of authenticity.
The lack of authenticity. Okay, I see. So no, and that is annoying. I can understand how that's very frustrating, because you don't want to see people who are inauthentic. And I think it's funny because people search for authenticity and they try to create it.
That's not authenticity.
It's like you don't have to share your whole life to be authentic. And because if that's not you, then it's going to come across inauthentic. And I think just learning to be kind to people and, operating with a good level of integrity. We all miss the mark in some area at some point. So I don't think anybody's asking for and looking for perfection, but it's important that we are mindful and that we're not just
very demure, not playing.
Very cutesy. What are the other words? But I think that that's important. And then also realizing that everybody is not for you. So if you are, you know, if your authenticity and integrity, well, integrity is just integrity.
Yeah.
If your authenticity is not for the other person, then that's just, you know, when you're like, oh, okay, cool.
Deuces.
You know? So yeah. And then say you don't have to like another. Oh. But yeah. So do we have any other questions, comments? Oh. In everyday life.
Hi, Olive.
Yes. That integrity is missing for sure. Authenticity for sure, yeah, too. There is so much you have to instill into today's children compared to when I grew up. What's common sense is not common sense. You know, and I think that because it's easy to live in our worlds, right? And so to say, you know, like because when we grew up, I don't know how old you are, Tanya, but like I feel like there's some things that people our age are missing. And so the kids of today, like children today, are like people our age children. So somebody in our age group missed it because they're not teaching it to their children. So and then like people who don't have it, their parents didn't teach them. It's, you know, it really is like a going down the line. If you didn't catch it, you have to learn it somewhere. And typically, and you know this, Tanya, because you're a counselor, you know, that starts at home, you know, and so, and then you get shaped by your environment, and then you know, kind of form it to what it is that you personalize it for yourself, how you, all of your experiences. And so I think that, people are missing it at home. Some kind of way, either they're not being, you know, shown integrity, so that's not being modeled to them, or you know, it's just there's no influence in the house whatsoever. There was a theory that it said that the person, he who has the, I think, the model. So the person that is the model, the role model, is the person who has the influence. And I always think about that. I think about that often. I learned that like so many years ago. And I think back on it today and how we are in society. The people who are the role models are the people who are controlling how society is. And so a lot of those people don't have integrity.
Got it.
You know, and so they're showing what it's supposed to be like, what it's supposed to be like for them. Well, children having children, their children are in the world now. They only give what they know. I'm being corrections. I'm doing this. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Tanya. That's true, because you got people who are having children who don't know. Unfortunately, you know, like we're not bad mouthing. That's so old. But we're not speaking down on them. It's just true. You can't give what you don't have. And that's more than doing for people. You can't give education, training, integrity, love, care, you know, any nurturing. You can't give any of that you don't have. And children hi there. Children just don't have the level of all of that a lot of adults have, because all of the adults don't have it. We're not professing that they do. But we have a different thought process than children. And so if they're having children, then yeah, unfortunately, they're not going to have it. No, but this is what I'm seeing. There's always an anomaly to the equation. Yes. Yeah, it's a rarity. And the Bible speaks about it, you know, about how the hearts will grow cold. And, you know, good people, what's really good will be called evil, and what's evil will be called good. And that's what we're seeing played out right before our very eyes, actually. Yeah.
But yeah. This was great.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh. I love having conversations. With people who we don't know, because you guys offer and lend your perspective. And of course we lend ours, and that's good conversation. So yeah, we appreciate you guys again. Oh, me and my sweater. But yeah, so meet us back here, you guys, next Sunday at 7 o'clock p.m. We have 2 more lives to go.
Yeah.
We're doing this for this whole month, Vlogtober, and we will be doing giveaways again for the next 2 Sundays as well. So if you weren't able to win any Jolie Noire merch, you'll be able to win next Sunday and the Sunday after that. And we're strongly considering coming back every month, at least doing 2 lives a month, because many of you said last week that you're
That you love
loving,
them. So, yeah.
loving the lives, loving the conversations, so yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't forget at 9 o'clock we will be dropping our next vlog. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to go get me some grapes though from the grocery store. So I'll be there. Thank you so much, Tanya. Thank you everybody so much. Y'all have a great rest of your night, and we look forward to seeing you
Next
in
Sunday.
the comments of our vlog.
That too. Yes.
Love it.
Thank you, Nakia. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Sorry.